What is up, everybody? Skratch here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This one has been requested for such a long time, but we finally made it happen, especially now that we know, in a way or another, how the dupe system is kind of going to work. I feel like there's no better time to drop this type of a video, guys. So we're gonna focus on the best legendary dupes to build. So if you're pulling lots of champions, you might not be pulling lots of champions, but you are getting randomly some dupes here and there, and you're wondering, should I build this champion as a dupe? What can I do with the dupe from this champion? Is it gonna benefit my account? Can I actually save them? Or no? So probably it's not. This video might not benefit every single one of you on an instant. It's not like a guide on how to beat content, but it's something to have as an idea for the future if you're gonna pull dupes of some of these champions, you know? And I just want to say, guys, never, and I repeat, never use legendary champions as books or chickens or just feed them, because honestly, that's literally the worst investment you can do in this game, regardless if the champion is trash or no, regardless how big of a kraken you are, is literally the worst investment possible, especially now that we have the dupe system coming out with 3 different options. It's definitely gonna take us a long time to get that organized. I have tons of champions, okay? I really thought, like, look at that, 19 million player power, okay? That's not something to play around with. And looking at all the dupes that I have, all the legendaries and stuff, I'm probably not gonna be able to fill up half of the factions, okay, with dupes to get them on maximum. And that being said, I really think like a lot of people won't be able to do it. And I know that a lot of people are having concerns regarding the first part of the dupe system, but I feel like such a small amount of people will be able to get to that 10 speed that honestly we're barely gonna encounter those people anywhere in the game, you know? In the long run, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if the game is still gonna be alive and kicking, then yeah, more people will be able to do it without a problem. Now, I'm gonna try to be as quick as possible and as brief as possible with these champions, guys, because I really don't want to make this video like a 3-4 hours long video. So I'm quickly gonna show you builds and stuff. I'm not gonna go to masteries. I'm kind of gonna try to explain where you can use the champions as dupes and stuff like that, okay? And I'm completely gonna skip the champions that I'm not using as dupes, and I wouldn't want to use as dupes because I don't really see any potential from them. Even though some of you guys might be able to see potential in faction war teams, might be able to see potential as second nukers because you do not have better champions. So it might not fit perfectly for every single account out there, at least whatever I'm going to share with my opinion, guys. A lot of people out there, they like to build 10, 20 of the same champion just to flex it. So we're not here to talk about dupes and flexing. We're here to talk about dupes and utility, okay? Leaving all that on the side, that's something that you're gonna decide with what champions you wanna flex, and you wanna build 5, 6, 10 of them, or you might not. Like I have clanmates with 12 Tomb Lords built at 60. Would I recommend you to do that if you get 12 Tomb Lords? Hell no. That's just his flexing. He wants to have fun, you know? But jumping over and starting with the Void champions, guys. And a quick disclaimer, I don't own every single champion that I would use as dupes, okay? So I'm gonna specify when we're getting there as well. It's gonna be pretty quick. I'm gonna try to go to those as well, and I'm kind of gonna start from the top and go all the way at the bottom. So starting with Leorius, I wouldn't really use a second one. I don't really feel like I have anything to do with the second one. I barely use the first one. Now, if I have Raiho Bone Spear, I would definitely use a second one on a completely different build. Maybe give her a higher accuracy, give her a higher speed, give her more resistance. Just definitely I would build a second Raiho. Ursaga, I would build a second Ursaga without a problem on a different build. Maybe I would give her a shield set to kind of beat her. Maybe I will give her a damage build instead of just tankiness and stuff, because she can actually help a bit catch the enemy off guard, but mainly for arena. A lot of these dupes, guys, they will be used towards arena. Some of them are good for PvE, but not as many as you might think. Yeah, I'm gonna use 12 Necrets in PvE or 3 Necrets in PvE. They're gonna carry me through PvE. Because in PvE, you don't really need that many different builds except Clan Boss and then moving to Dungeons, Doom Tower, which is pretty much the same sort of situation. But we're gonna cover that down the line as well. So I would definitely take a second Ursaga. Then I'm quickly gonna name a few champions that I don't own, guys, and we're gonna go straight to the index right here. If we're talking about Hegemon, okay, so I feel like this one right here is the one champion that I would build probably 5 of them, okay? Why even more than 5? Just to take them in 3v3 arena, just bang, bang, bang. So if I would get 12 Hegemons, I would build 12 Hegemons. But so far I have 0, so I cannot build any of them. Maybe one day I will get one too. But the main idea, guys, you can build lots of nukes, you can build some CC, and we have the 3v3 arena, you know, that's kind of like why I would build more than 5. If would be to build only for the normal classic arena, I would build 4 damage ones just to literally go and obliterate teams, and maybe build one more as a CC on a stun set or provoke set, something like that, you know. So definitely Hegemon is the number 1 champion that I would want to have the biggest amount of dupes out of all of them in the entire game. Calvalax, for example. This is a champion that I don't own. We're gonna have a 10x starting on a this week, guys. So we have right here the 2x Sacred starting this weekend. Plus, we're gonna have a 10x chance to summon Calvalax from Sacred Shards. That's gonna start on Saturday, the October 16th, and it's gonna be active for 48 hours. So Saturday and Sunday, we're gonna have a 10x on this champion. He is an extremely powerful champion. I would definitely like to run him with Xavias, champions like that. I feel like 2 of them would be actually insane, okay? Absolutely beasts of a champion. Now, the next champion that I would like to have a dupe, and just have one of them at least, I would definitely build 2 of them, is Cardial, okay? So I don't have Cardial, but I would build 2 of them. One on immunity, high resistance, one on immunity, high speed, and probably I would build one for PvE, maybe one for PvP, just because he's such an awesome champion. He has a very powerful kit, revive on that, we have ally attack, we have cleans, block debuffs, speed aura. Overall, he's a very powerful champion. I would definitely make 2 of him at least. Now, Roshcard, on the other hand, as well, is another champion that's good to run in as a dupe. I don't own him on my account, but some of you guys, and of course it's not for every account how I specified, I want it to Roche cards on my account, even if I'm gonna get them, because I already have Manitors, I have Sir Nicholas, I have Demitas, I have Warcasters, so I won't be getting much out of him. But for other people out there that are missing some of the other champions, 2 of them can actually make you an unkillable clan boss team, you know? So definitely not a bad thing. Or you might be able to use one for clan boss, use the other one for dungeons, like on a shield set to help you in the Ice Golem, maybe in the Doom Tower, you know? So you can possibly have 2 different builds. Same with Sir Nicholas, kind of like the same situation with Roshcard. Maybe one for Spider, for dungeons, one for clan boss, if not both of them for clan boss, you know? That's kind of like the situation. 3v3 arena, he's pretty solid. He has a good aura as well. You can build him for damage. So overall, you might have potential out of these champions. The next one that I don't own and I would like to build 1, 2, maybe even 3 of them, Krutraxa. Awesome champion. She's like an awesome sniper, guys. Extra turns, deals tons of damage, tons of multi-hits from the skills. So I would definitely like to build 2 Krutraxas if I would ever get them. I will definitely build 2, maybe even 3 of them, just to have fun in content with them, you know. Now, moving back to some of the champions that I already own, guys. Necrit. I would love a second Necrit to make him on high resistance and put him on a Swift Parry for Arena. I already have one on shield set. Maybe even 3 of them. Maybe I would even build 3 Necrits, honestly. I don't see the reason why not. I can definitely find a use for 3 Necrits, especially for Arena. Coronar. My Corona army is coming on, guys. We have one on Provoke, we have one on... we're gonna have one on Shield, and we're gonna have one on Savage. So my army is coming alive. Definitely a champion that you can build more than one. Great for faction wars as well. Sifis, definitely something that you might want to consider in building more. Definitely, I would build more Sifis than 1, 2, even a third one. I would take a third one to make a very high resistance one. Tormins, I would definitely take a second Tormin. You can make use of them. Maybe even 3 Tormins, 3v3 arena can help you a lot. And just for normal arena, they can be a pretty big pain to deal with. One for PvE, great for the Doom Tower. one for a arena on a high accuracy, one for arena on a damage build. You can find pretty good balance in between these champions. Krisk, another champion that, yeah, I do have two. You see them at 60. So I feel like that's what I would stop with Krisk. One is good for arena. I can change the build time to time. He's not really meta at the moment whatsoever. And I could keep one for a PvE. Either Clan Boss, either Doom Tower. Two of them for 3v3 arena would be great. So definitely not bad things. Now in terms of arbiters, guys. I would like a second arbiter. Would I build a third arbiter? Probably not. And let me tell you why. A lot of people, they're building 3 arbiters, 3 Sifis, 3 of the same champions, and they fill their tag team arena thinking that, haha, everybody's gonna get scared that I have 3 arbiters. Well, you know what? Champions, they are hard to come by. Gear, good quality gear, is much harder to come by. So I already know that either he has one team that's fast and good, and the other 2 are trash. Either all 3 are trash because he literally splitted his gear on all the champions to kind of balance them up. So that's already trash. I already know that those defenses, they're gonna be an easy wipe directly, you know? So I would not probably build 3 arbiters. I have one on immunity. I might build the second one on speed. But since I got Lady Kimi, I feel like it's not really a point to have another arbiter only for 3v3 arena. So definitely 2 arbiters are not a bad thing. 3 are already a big overkill in terms of gear, guys. Just so you guys keep that in mind. Now, Venus and the rest of the champions, no, not really. I don't really see what use I would have from those champions to really benefit me. Like, they're only PvE champions, and because of it, you don't really have that many different builds that I can use in content, you know? If we're talking about an Ethos, yeah, 2 Ethos, they could be good to speed farm the lower stages of keeps and stuff like that, even though they can kind of do it alone. But I don't really think that... I have dupes of Ethos, but I haven't built one. I don't really see what I could do with another Ethos, honestly. I don't really find the use for a second one rather than just flex it. This is my campaign farmer, my Mino farmer. And I don't think I'm using him in the keeps now since they changed the stages because he's not as effective anymore. He doesn't one-shot the waves anymore. So I feel like the way he is right now on Savage, he can do arena, he can do everything all around. I don't think I'll require to build my second one, for example. Warlord. Now this is a champion that definitely you will want to build 2, maybe 3. I have a third one I haven't built yet. Sometimes I am considering in building a third one just to have a different build, an immunity one. I have a high accuracy one. I have a swift parry one, which is kind of like in between. He's nothing too crazy at the moment. I literally just changed the build recently on him. But this one right here is mainly the one that I'm using even in a defense, you know? I'm not really using the swift parry, and I'm going for the one with higher accuracy to counter Chimars as well, you know? So I would definitely build 2. From the rest of the Voids ones, guys, I wouldn't really build dupes unless I want to flex it, unless I really need it for faction wars or something like that, you know? I feel like you won't be having much utility. Fraglin, she's an awesome champion, but can I do anything with a second one rather than just build her, use her once, and never use her again, you know? That's kind of like what happens with a lot of dupes. So probably not. Now, one Yoshi, honestly, I feel like is more than enough. Cisia Flame Tongue, I only have one. I might consider in building a second one. So Manibal showed me a team with, I think, double Cisia and the Fox that can actually do Spider 25 in around 9 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, maybe a second Cisia would be good for that, to have a super fast team for a Spider 25. I wouldn't build a second Minaya, Brackus, or Gurptuk. I feel like they're good the way they are. But maybe with the Mountain Kings. Now, I have one on Shield, I have one on Relentless. He's kind of like low on the meta now. Great for faction wars to have 2. Not a bad idea whatsoever. But I'm not really using them as much. So honestly, I don't regret in building the second one. But I don't see their potential as I used to see it back in the past when I actually build the second one, you know? If it makes sense to you. Kendra phones, they hit super hard with the A1. Okay, so definitely not bad to have 2 candies built. For arena, they're a huge threat because are kind of like one of the strongest affinities in defense. A lot of people attack with magic, nukers, or They have different sort of teams like that. So I would build a second candy. I think I have 2 or 3 on my account. I only have 1 build because I have such a big variety of champions. So I feel like he won't be serving me more than this one serves me already. But the A1 hits extremely hard, and you can definitely find the use of 2 of them and running an ally attack for arena or something like that. Especially if you don't have some of the best nukers in the game. If you're limited on nukers, when we're talking about nuker champions, guys, you might want to disagree with me here and be like, well, Skratch, you know what? They actually serve me better because you don't have as many nukers, which I perfectly understand it, you know. Vizier, hell no. Same with the Elder Skarg, I wouldn't use the second one. Xavier, I would build the second one. This is the only one that I have on my account. That's kind of like the build that I have on her. But I would love to get a second one, honestly. I feel like Poison Detonation was a lot of fun before. Now, she's not as fun anymore because kind of like every content in the game got nerfed that had Poison Detonation in a way or another. But I feel like I can still have some fun. I'm using this one on the Ice Golem on a stage 25 just to block the revive. I don't have an extremely fast team there. It's a bit under 2 minutes. But she's doing the job, you know. The next one that I would build as a dupe, guys, out of these champions, and I don't have it, will definitely be Bad El Khazar. I would run 2 dupes. Like this one right now is kind of built for the Doom Tower as well. You can build 2 of them to solo the Dragon, solo the Ice Golem 25. So having 2-3 Bad El Khazars is not necessarily a bad thing. Now, I feel like having more than 2 is more of a flex. I don't think that they're going to benefit you that much having more than 2, you know. The next ones, Lady Kimi, I would build a second Lady Kimi for 3v3 arena, but I feel like that's where I would stop with them. 2 of them, again, they are pretty needy in terms of speed and stuff. So if you have too many champions like Arbiter, Lissandras, Lady Kimis, Raihos, etc., etc., you're not gonna be able to cope with the speed gear. Like, I have the same problem. I cannot get them all fast enough, you know. I don't really want her as fast because my idea is not to use her as the fastest champion in my team, but I feel like a second one would not be bad, and I would build the second one for sure. I would build the second Underpriest Brogni, depending on what situation I would be. I would keep one for PvE. I would keep one for PvP, you know, to help me in the 3v3 arena, one for Clan Boss, or even for Doom Tower and stuff. The next one that I would build, 2 of them, probably would be Sile of the Drakes. I would take a second one, honestly. I feel like I have this one that's on higher resistance. She doesn't have enough accuracy for the most of the content in game, you know. And yeah, I'm using her on the Griffin. I think I'm using her on the Eternal Dragon. I would build the second one just to have a kind of like a different build with a bit of accuracy for Faction Wars. Give her maybe a bit of crit rate in there to throw in some stuns as well on the Faction Wars. I feel like I could work with that. Rotos, I would build the third one. If I would get a third Rotos, I would build him. Just make an army with Sifi and 3 Rotoses. They can actually obliterate any team in the game. Honestly, they're so powerful. These are kind of like my builds on them, both on Savage. They deal tons and tons of damage, guys. Trandas. I have 3 Trandas. I wouldn't build the 4th one, and I would not get rid of any of these 3, okay? So I will not feed any of them when the dupe system comes out. These 3, they will be staying here the way they are. I will not be getting rid of any of them because they are so important. I feel like I can always use one of them for a specific team that I'm fighting in arena. Just change them around, you know. The rest of them here, Lenekis, you could build the second one if you want to have one for Clan Boss, one for PvP, maybe both for arena. Longbeard as well. I don't think I would build the second one personally. Some of you might be feeling different, but I feel like out of all these champions, I wouldn't go with more dupes. Ignatius, I would build one for PvP, for arena, because he nukes pretty hard, and I would build one for the Spider. Now, what I've done, I'm going to build this for the Spider. I do have like 2 more Ignatius. I'm not going to take another one at 60, not anytime soon. So this one is going to go in the Spider because I have the rare champion to be my new defense nuker. She actually deals more damage, the Marquez one, you know. Cetalia, I don't think I would find a use for a second one, especially in the current meta, not at all. Kaimar, I would kill for a third Kaimar, honestly, guys. I have my immunity one right here. I wish I would have a third one to make him faster, higher accuracy, not immunity. I wish I would have that. But I have one on immunity, high accuracy, one on immunity, high resistance. So because of it, I cannot kill any of them. Both of them are really, really important for my offense teams for Arena, but I would love a third one. Dracomorphs. Now, I built 2 of them ages ago because they were very good for damage on Clan Boss. I feel like now owning 2 Dracomorphs is not such a good decision anymore. Like, I feel like this one never gets used on my account. Since I have Venus as well, you might be considering maybe one for a Clan Boss, one for a different content. It kind of depends what Clan Boss team you're gonna use. The only reason I built my second one was because I was using a Clan Boss team where he needed to be on like 180 speed, and I was pretty slow for the dungeons, okay? I couldn't use him in dungeons. So because of it, I said, okay, I'm gonna build the second one for dungeons, you know? That's why. Ruel the Huntmaster. I would actually build the second one with no second thoughts, just for the simple fact that one can have accuracy, go and throw in the hex on the enemy team, and then the second one can come in and literally destroy them, because they have such a good multiplayer. He's a very powerful champion if you can set him up. Now I have double Samar. Mistake, because he can solo stage 90 on the Dreadhorn boss, but 2 of them, they're not really making a difference. I kind of wanted to check that out, you know. Molly Tankard, I would take a second one. I have this one on very low HP. I can use her on specific teams against Hegemons, but my other team with Necret kind of died because of it. So I would take a second one and make the other one on higher HP, but pretty much the same build. Immunity, high accuracy, and that would be just perfect the way it would be. Duchesses, I have 3 of them, guys. So how you guys can see right here, I have one that's just experimenting that. I have one on Swift, and I have one on a shield set. I wouldn't build a 4th one. If I would build a 4th one, would just be a flex. I would put the other one on Stalwart, the one that I have here, the 3rd one. I would not feed any of them, okay? I would keep 3 100%. Out of the rest of the champions here, a Royal Huntsman. A lot of you guys might be like, Skratch, why are you not building 2? You can go nice with Kaima, Reset. I can bring in another champion instead of him. A Blood Gorge, I can bring a Faceless. Another champion that snipes. So he's not a necessity, not something that I'll be like, wow. Valkyries, I would build up to 3. I have one on immunity with some accuracy. And this one, she's kind of like broken at the moment. But you can have one for damage. How I used to have like 1 year ago. Was actually a beast to have a Valcon Savage. She was definitely catching the enemy off guard. High resistance for defense is not really popular at the moment, but for 3v3 arena they can actually be amazing. Especially if you're going against teams with double Sifis and they're both faster than you. Valkyrie will slow them down for you. Now, Lysandras, I would build 2. For arena, I have one for the Doom Tower now, okay? So, because I have the one for the Doom Tower, I'm kind of left out with the one for the rest of the content, for arena. So they're not built at the moment because I don't really use them on my personal account, but 2 of them are not bad. So once that rotation comes back, she's going to receive back her weapon. Seems like I stole her weapon. Once she's going to get back her weapon, she's going to be back on track without the helmet, without the shield, on the Dark Fae boss. That's what I'm using her because she's awesome. If you've seen the team, 100% or 99% win rate with that team. Full auto, 2 minutes farm, amazing team. Mortuma Cup. Now this is kind of like the boomer strat here. I'm not using my Mortuma Cup, but you can build up to 3 of them and take them in with a Duchess or something like that in arena and just have fun with their secret skill whenever it unlocks. It's a bit of a more of a RNG, but definitely a thing that can work pretty good against the Warlord team. So if you have 3 Mortuma Cups, guys, you might want to consider in building them and have fun in arena. Kind of like the same situation with my 3 Coronars. Mashalit, he's an awesome champion. I don't see what I could do with the second one, honestly. Seems like a lot of my champions are missing gear, guys. I have no idea what I stole from that one. Septimus, I would love a second Septimus, honestly. They're not as efficient anymore as enemy max HP hitters, but I feel like I could still get some utility out of a second one if it would be for me to get a second one, you know. So definitely I would build a second Septimus. Now, out of the rest of the champions, guys, I feel like we kind of covered every single champion out there that is worth it to be built as a dupe from the legendary ones. How I specified, some of them, some of you guys might be finding different utility. They might help you in arena, they might help you somewhere else. Like when I kind of 3v3 arena faction wars, they might help you there. And they're not really bringing me any other utility. But how I specified, kind of like every single account is different. I do hope that you enjoyed the video, guys. Maybe it kind of opened up some new ideas for you to do with the dupes if you have them. Definitely do not feed any of them yet because you will need them for the dupe system anyway. And we're gonna have to wait and see how that's gonna play out, guys. Do let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see videos like this for the next rarity, like epics, maybe even rares. Let me know, and if it's popular enough, I might consider doing one for epics as well. That's gonna be a pretty long one because we have a bunch of epic champions, and I kind of have quite a few few dupes from epics as well, guys. But that was it, guys. Much love to all of you watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and I'll catch you all soon on another video. Till then, peace out.